bruised, motivated by success. No disturbing the peace. Only one eye in chief position held by me. Keeping it player as can be. If you understanding me, grind for the currency. Yeah. Welcome back to Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip hop music. My name is Cornbread Capone, and I have a special guest on the line. Could you please tell the world who you are?
DJ Hugg, the Great.
Already, man. Well, we're gonna get right into it. You have a new project that comes out. Please tell everybody about that.
All right, we have a new project coming out on November the 1st, and it's called The Many Attitudes of DJ Hugg.
And what can people expect from this project?
It is still in the hip-hop form, but it has some kind of funk, some R&B elements into it and everything. A little bit of gospel, something for grown folks, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some for everybody who's over 35.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up, man. How long did it take you to create this project?
It didn't really take that long because some of them songs I wrote like 20 years ago, and I had to revamp some of them just to bring it to current situations. It took about 2 months roughly to complete the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Okay. And any features outside of myself?
No, you're the only feature I have on there, man. Just the only feature I have some Laughter in the Bag by T.Y., my girl, and all that stuff. And it just basically mostly me as far as the production, the voices, the instruments, all me.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
And of course, the turntablism, of course.
Yeah, man. Because that's what I was gonna ask you about next. Now you got the Sunday night thing. You got the what other days of the week do you spend? I know you do a Thursday night thing on TikTok, right?
Right. To sum it all up, I do the Sunday Soul Glow. It's on TikTok from 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And on Tuesdays, I do In the Mood with DJ Hugg, like bedroom music and all that good stuff. And on Thursday, I do the Hugg Funk Takeover, where I do miscellaneous mixes, trash talk, and everything else that comes along with it on Thursdays. All that at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sometimes at Color People Time.
Right.
Because sometimes I get a little late and everything, life happens, So that's basically it.
How is it spending on all those nights?
How's it spinning? Shit.
I mean, how is the from your eyes and your perception? What is the reception that you receive from the people?
The reception, people enjoy it. What I do is real. It's authentic. Everything is straight up and down. No special effects. Everything I do is in the purest form. You know what I'm saying? As far as everything I do is in the purest form. No gimmicks or whatsoever. No add-ons or whatsoever.
I feel that, man. DJs are what people forget to realize in these days and times, that DJs are the cornerstone of the game, because without the DJs playing those records, people would never hear it.
Right.
And as you get into times like we are in today, where people forget about the fundamentals of hip hop,
right,
we have to give the DJs their flowers. You know what I'm saying? So, because that is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, without the DJ spinning, you don't get heard, and it's not enough acknowledgement on that aspect. How do you feel about that?
I really don't feel great about this situation because what you say is true. Without the DJs, music won't be heard. A lot of people out there nowadays, they want to take all the credit. You know, like we don't exist. Like we're becoming extinct, and that really bothers me. You know, if I was to like promote you on your MCing or say or whatever, then you gotta promote me as a DJ because I'm the one to spin your records. Without me, you won't be heard, point blank. Without any DJ period, you won't be heard, point blank.
Right.
So we deserve credibility just like everybody else. That's how I feel about it.
And that's real, man, because I had to sit back and I thought about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I'm hip hop, so I'm a bring up topics like that because those topics need to be heard and talked about because there's so much that's talked about today, and I don't think that people realize that it's you get wrapped up in conversations where the I guess the cloth on top of the conversation would appear to say hip hop, but then when you get to talking to people and you hearing what they're saying, you realize quickly that they don't really know what they're talking about.
Right, exactly. I mean, even though I don't rap or anything like that, but I love hip hop. Hip hop gets played in my ride, just like every day when I get in. I do the R&B thing as well, I listen to R&B at certain points of my day, like when everything mellows down. Like I said before in my previous interviews, I'm very eclectic. I listen to everything, all depends on what mood I'm in.
Well, I want to ask you because you do play R&B, and this has been a subject of contention lately. Do you feel
Right.
that R&B in 2022 is dead?
What I feel is dead. I'm not saying it's exactly dead, but it's losing its formality. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's putting their heart and soul in what they're doing anymore. Right now, they're singing through machines. Nobody's doing their own vocals anymore. We have I came across what I saw on the internet as a device where a singer could sing in one note, and producer, engineer, whatever you want to call it, they can play chorus to enable that person to do the harmonies. They're not doing harmonies for real no more. Everything is done by machines now, and that really kills it, in my opinion.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, man. I bullshit you not, man.
Wow. I
Listen
mean,
to, I mean, listen to people like Billie Eilish, people like Doja Cat. All them harmonies is fake, you know. They
wow.
use their devices like, I tell you everything. Like me myself, I sing from the heart. Sometimes I may be off key. I know that sometimes, but I may shiver and everything. But I put my emotions to it every time I sing. Same as my harmonies. You know what I'm saying? I do that manually from the gut, from the diaphragm, from the heart to the mouthpiece. Everything natural.
I had no idea that they would that I mean, when you said that, I automatically thought about auto tune. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one, computerized device that people use to deliver their lyrics through. But I had no idea that they were putting together stuff like that. I mean, from my perspective, when I heard the conversation of R&B being dead,
Right.
I thought about what traditional R&B was. See, I'm old enough to remember what traditional R&B was. A traditional
Right.
R&B at one point was the love ballad.
Exactly.
That's what it was, and it didn't have a rapper on it. It didn't have a hip
Right.
hop beat. It was traditional R&B music. Now it changed from that when they seen that you can crossbreed rap with any kind of genre, and
Right.
you started seeing, like, I want to say midway through the 90s. At the first half of the 90s, not so much so. But the second half, going into the end, coming into the 2000s, rap and R&B were together because by this point, you done had several rappers make several songs with R&B artists. Some of them blew up, won Grammys. Other ones just sold millions of records. Some became number one hits. You know what I'm saying? Out of that came the Best of Both Worlds and all the stuff that followed later. You know what I'm saying? Just based off the marriage of hip hop and R&B. But now, once you get past 2007, 2008, when all music started to change, really, R&B lost its. When you said R&B lost its formality, I feel like R&B lost its sound because rap has adopted R&B sound
Right.
because it's more melody driven people who dominate the rap space with singing because they not rapping. You know what I'm saying? And so I categorize that as R&B. I don't even consider that rap. But then some people who love R&B get offended that I call that R&B because it's looked at as that's not R&B. That's you know what I'm saying? Like ain't none of them people hitting no notes. Ain't nobody hitting no high note or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So and I was like I had to think about it like yeah. And then another thing is R&B lost the content of love.
Right.
Cause see that used to be a main thread in traditional R&B. All those records was about love.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to bring back on this particular project. Subject of love, you know what I'm saying? The good side of love, the bad side of love, the joke side of love, you got like kissy, kissy, boochie, boochie, and all this stuff. And then the bad side of love, we deal with like heartaches, like lies, deceit, cheating, all that good stuff, blah, blah, blah. Some stuff, something that's real, you know what I'm saying? Not talking about twerking, we ain't talking about degrading women, calling them bitches hoes and all that shit, It's real music for everybody to enjoy. Now, I do have a warning sticker on there, because of the language and everything, but then again, we all cuss, so.
Right.
But I made two versions, one for the adults and one for the people that's under 18. So you get both of them. They're both of them coming out on tomorrow, which is November 1st, on all streaming outlets.
Yeah, man. I mean, I appreciate you doing that. I mean, like I remember back in the days that when rap albums came out, they would have the explicit version, and then if you went to Walmart or Kmart, and back then, they had the edited version.
Yeah,
For
same place where they sell guns.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
serious, man. I bullshit you now, man. They sell clean versions of a rapper or whatever, man. They're gonna sell you some guns.
yeah. You know what I'm saying. Like it's weird. You know what I'm saying. It's weird when you grow up and you see the world for what it is.
Yeah.
And it's no longer the Disney fantasy that people sold you that the world was.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's like that. It's like when you grow up and you realize there really is no Santa Claus.
No, 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 no.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that. Because it's a lot of things that I just been looking at and paying attention to, and I was like, a lot of this stuff doesn't make sense.
Right.
But it makes sense to somebody because somebody's making money out of it.
That's all it is. It's all about the dollar bill, man. Just face it, man. Some of our love, man. We're living in a make-believe world, you know what I'm saying? Everything is all double standards, double standards, a lot of contradiction and shit. Nobody's being real. Just reality, real is dead, you know what I'm saying? Now, we deal with harsh realities now because everything is coming out in the open now. Everything being exposed.
Speaking of everything being exposed, I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna word this question because part of me doesn't care about this individual I'm about to speak about, but that's one reason why. But how do you feel about Mr. West?
Mr. West.
I'm gonna just say Mr. West.
You really want my honesty about this?
Yeah, this is unpopular honesty.
I'm putting it like this, man. I'm gonna put it like this. Everybody got their little cuckoo moments. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there who don't think before they act. A whole lot of people out there who don't think before they speak. And once they struck a nerve and started losing everything, like endorsements, like they say, he's losing all his endorsements and everything, he's going broke. Now he's looking right here, looking all silly and everything, because of the stupid shit he says, Which some shit is stupid in my opinion and everything, but everybody want to blame, just because he lost his mother, he went crazy and everything. But even though, honestly, I like the old Kanye. I'm talking about college dropout, late registration, graduation, all that
Yeah.
shit back there, you know what I'm saying? Everything before Ace and Heartbreaks, and after that, you just started losing it.
I agree with that because that was the last version of him that I liked, and that was the I would say the early, what I'm saying, the early couple of years of his career when he was in his own and he was making exceptional music. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Things like, it all falls down, gold digger, stuff like that,
yeah. He was making good music at that point. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, after
And also the stuff he produced for Jay-Z's Blueprint.
yeah, well, yeah, that made him. You know what I'm saying? And he did some production for some other people that I thought was interesting myself. You know what I'm saying? Like in those years within that time frame.
Right.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like really me, I could care less about um he said too much that offends black people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of black people is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't really give a fuck either way. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't care
Yeah.
because, all they got in their mind is, what he said, slavery was a choice and, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That irritates people. That, the other statements that he made, which he apologized for now, but he still made those statements. And
When I heard it, I only had two words to say. I only had two words to say when I heard it. I'm like, nigga, please.
I want to say he said that. I want to say he said that shit in the same room. He said that shit sitting in a room with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, and it looked like. You want me to be honest and tell you what it really looked like?
Go ahead, man.
It looked like, let me juggle some watermelon for you, boss. Let me show you how good. Let me show you how good of a monkey I can be on camera for you, boss. And I want you to just smile and clap your hands and applaud me every time I say something, boss. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. It looked like I'm finna sit here and watch you entertain me on camera, even though it might be to the detriment of your people. But you're going to sit in the White House, you're going to chug a watermelon, you're going to juggle bananas, and you're going to be a good monkey. That's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? And don't nobody want to say it like that because, you know what I'm saying, they like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of moment it was for me when I saw it. I was like, ooh. You talking about Uncle Tom, boy.
Yeah, take us back to how we was treated back then, man. We're supposed to move ahead, not backwards.
Yeah, man. I just thought that was a bad moment. You know what I'm saying? And what he said was not only distasteful but categorically untrue. You know what I'm saying? And it was statements like that that make people be like, okay, well, I don't really care about you either way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been stopped listening to his music years ago. He still hasn't made anything that could rival college dropout, late registration, or graduation.
Right.
So it is what it is. Let's see. Because you're a DJ, and I'm pretty sure that you're up on who's about to drop an album or who's coming out with music. Is there any music that's coming out maybe before the end of the year that you're looking forward to hear?
Oh man, that's a that's a hard choice, man. I haven't been up on who's coming out later these days. I just see it when it comes out, but I'm looking forward to you know, people like Nas come out with some more stuff. People like Busta Rhymes come out with more stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it would be nice to have Scarface back, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would love to have him back too. But Nas new album come out November 11th,
Right.
and
Exactly.
Mount Westmore come out December 9th.
Oh
So
yeah.
those are, I mean, for me, those are two albums for sure that I'm gonna, what I'm saying, be listening to, what I'm saying, because I'm fans of all of those guys. And
Right.
what I'm saying, I want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I already know. Um, I've heard some of Mount Westmore, and the
Uh
records
huh.
that I heard, all the records that I heard was jamming. So
Right.
um, I haven't heard nothing from the Nas, but uh, I know what I know what to expect. But then again, you don't know what to expect if you see the journey that Nas has been on this last couple of years.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like getting with Hit Boy, and he did the first King's Disease, and then he did King's Disease 2, and then he did
Right.
Magic, which I just found out Magic was recorded in a week. They recorded that album in one week and put it out like instantly, and I was like, wow. And
It, it can be done, man. It can be done.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm listening to how lyrically and then sonic wise from the production standpoint, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's Magic is, I've heard people say Magic is a five mic, project. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listened to it and I thought it was a four, but I've heard other people say that Magic was, probably the best out of the three albums they made together thus far. And now
Yeah.
we finna have King's Disease 3. And I'm looking at
Right.
that like, like, uh oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you do now? Because, I mean, the last one had Lauren on it. And Lauren verse is still emblazed in my mind because it was hard to me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It was something that the game needed, but a lot of people slept on because it's like when I'm gonna say something. Something interesting happened the other day to me on TikTok.
Uh huh.
There was a guy who had a music opinion that I felt was asinine, and it went like this. He said Nas is overrated, and
Uh
Illmatic
huh.
was not a classic album.
Right.
So I responded to him saying that if you're not intelligent enough to understand his music, just say that. A lot of people, I mean, if you notice, whenever J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Nas, whenever those three artists drop an album, on one side you got the people who are fans of them and they love it. But
Right.
then you always have this group of people that say, I don't like it, it's boring. And that's just another way for saying I'm too slow to understand intelligent music.
Exactly.
That's basically what it come down to. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't really say why you don't like it other than
Right.
it's boring, which lets me
Right.
know that, oh, it's boring to you. So you you don't have the brain, you don't have the mind space to, you know what I'm saying, to understand this music, which is why you call it boring. You know what I'm saying? And then you ask them that.
They don't understand the fundamentals of the whole thing.
Right.
You know, they always quick to opinionate to say that they're old, their music is outdated and everything. You know, but I feel like this. You know, the old cats are still rapping right now. They still have something to say because the things they talk about now, it's still relevant. They're speaking to us on a mature level now. You know. These
Right.
young cats nowadays, they're just looking for a gimmick, something to make them, you know, just doing what the record company want to do for their paying salary. They're not thinking about any kind of longevity whatsoever, you know, in my opinion.
You're absolutely correct.
They're not, they're not doing anything, you know, to that'll stand the test of time, you know what I mean?
I mean, I tell them that all the time, man. I mean, they don't like it when I say it, but I mean, this year alone, ain't nobody under 30 got no classic rap album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lupe Fiasco do. He's above 30 though. You know what I'm saying? So he's not in the young artist pool. He's been out for over 10 years. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, with artists like him and Jay and Nas, and they're not irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? It's just the music that they own, because they own their own platforms, they're not being
Right.
pushed by the major labels. You know what I'm saying? So that meaning they're not signed to the major labels. You know what I'm saying? So and most of it being positive, it's not gonna get pushed.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So because we all know that it's a reason why there are certain records on the radio, and it's a reason why certain records are not on radio.
Right.
And it's because, you know, the powers that be have the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody else made a statement saying because you have these debates every day, and people love to say now, you know, this young generation loves to say a certain artist is the best rapper ever because of their numbers. And another guy was like, well, if he's the best rapper because of his numbers, why does this guy's album stream more than his album do?
Right.
But he's talking about a guy that's signed to a major corporation. See, that makes there ain't nobody looking at the corporation. You're looking at the front man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the front man is the front man, but he don't call the decisions. He don't make the decisions. It's the people behind him that do. So if
Yeah.
you got somebody who's signed to a corporation like a Universal Records, Universal has enough money to go buy all the radio spots in the world,
Right.
then turn around and go buy a Billboard so they make sure that your album charts when it comes out.
Right.
They can go to Bill. They can go buy all the awards from all the award shows they want. If they pay for it, it's theirs. Meaning,
Exactly.
if numbers can be inflated, if you can buy awards, charts, streams, views, then what type of bearing does that have on your musical quality? Absolutely nothing. It don't mean nothing, because that mean you could put out yourself going take a dump on a toilet, and because you're with a corporation that don't want to lose, they're gonna make sure that toilet water is everywhere,
Right.
and it's gonna debut at the top of the charts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but knowing all this, like I say, none of this makes the quality of the music better.
Right, right. Just like Otis Williams of the Temptations. I saw him on the interview one time. He said there is no more record company people, no more. All that has been banished. Like I said, we don't have the Barry Gordons anymore. We don't have the Kelly Gamble and Leon Huffs no more. We don't have the face anymore. You know, see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because everything is all digital and everybody's not earning their streams, they're buying their streams now. We got these people that pop up, these so-called digital marketers offering a price so they can raise up how much streams they want to get. It all depends on how much streams they want and how much they charge for. You know, I see that every day. They try to get me to do that, but I said no.
I feel you on that. I mean, and I've been hearing people speak out against streaming too because they only giving you a fraction of a penny for your music. And I say, if, for independent artists out there who might be listening to this conversation, thinking about, getting involved in music, hey man, if you can create your music and sell it through your own platform, like a website or something, go on and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'll be a better bet than, trying to deal with a record label or getting in a situation with one of these distributors and putting you on streaming sites and you only get a fraction of a penny per stream and, just a bunch of BS. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't blame cats for doing their own independent things, independent labels. Honestly, I don't blame them for that because once you sign to a major label, in my opinion, you are their puppet.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, from a certain standpoint, it at one point it was glamorous because
Right.
you dreaming of making it out of whatever circumstance that you're in, trying to get into a better one, you trying to make some money, but you don't realize the business. You don't really know the most people coming into the business don't know the business. And that's what they bank on. You know what I'm saying? They bank on the fact that you don't know. Now,
Like if you don't know the business like you should know the business and everything, that's when the fucking starts.
yeah, and that's what they like. They like it when you're green. The terminology is being green. They love it when you're green cuz once you're aware, they don't want you nowhere around.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want you around cuz they don't want to hear that shit, but most importantly, they don't want you telling other artists the truth. That's what they don't want. See, that's fucking up future money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For them. You know what I'm saying? But it's enough information and it's enough awareness out there to let people know that the days of needing a record label are over. You know what I'm saying? It's too many outlets for you to be, putting out your music. It's too many different ways. It's too many outlets now. You know what I'm saying? Like the internet is its own monster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you learn how to navigate that, in these days and times, that's really what's keeping people's eyes, cause that's where everybody's eyes are.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before we get up out of here, is there anything that you would like to say?
What I like to say is anything you want to do in life, go for it. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's legal. We don't need nobody else locked up behind some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your I's is crossed. I mean, your I's is dotted and your T's crossed. Make sure you're on your P's and Q's. Believe in yourself. Don't let nobody's negative opinion affect you in a bad way. I don't care how young you are. I don't care how old you are. Whatever you want to do it, just do it. Don't let nothing stand in your way. Period.
And music has no age limit. I just wanted to say music has no age limit. I wanted to put that on there because it's important for people to know. Um,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? DJ Hug, I like to thank you because this is season 2 of Unpopular Honesty, and we still roll.
Congratulations, bro. Congratulations.
Yeah, we still rolling, brother. We ain't stopping over here, man. You know what I'm saying? It was good to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to hear the project. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You know we got some more work to do as always. On behalf of Mr. DJ Hug and the good people at One Man Records, I am Cornbread Capone. This is Unpopular Honesty. Until next time, everybody, peace and love.
Yeah.
Because that's what the world need, man.